Hey there, stranger who clicked on this video. Are you by chance 5'9" or under? If so, you're watching right now a better basketball player at your height. The 5'9" king himself, who's named after a Detroit Pistons legend. You're looking at Isaiah Thomas, one of my favorite players of all time. This is the Isaiah Thomas Challenge. What is this challenge exactly? Maybe it's better worded as the challenge of Isaiah Thomas, because this version of him isn't the same. Isaiah is now 30 years old, and in the 2018-19 season, he played for the Denver Nuggets. As you see here, in the last few years, after averaging almost 30 points for the Boston Celtics, his career has completely taken a nosedive. And looking at his current ratings, his shooting for the mid-range seemed pretty decent to how he was at his prime, but look at his shot for 3 points, both off the dribble and his open shot. If you're an Isaiah Thomas fan, you know how much he thrived off of those pull-up threes in transition, and 2K19 doesn't even recognize him being average at this position anymore. I swear, ever since he had that hip surgery in 2018, he just hasn't been the same at all. It's taken away his mobility, his quickness, his ability to change directions, and those were his primary tools to get by and score over larger defenders. Now at his age, there's not much development left in his body, and having a surgery when you're under 6 feet, especially to something as important as your hip movements, it makes it really hard for you to do what you did best, especially if you're a score first point guard. Originally, this video was supposed to be a challenge where I'd score 50 points with Isaiah in an online match. And then I realized just how hard it was to even score with him in the first place, given the attributes I just showed. I missed my first 10 shots in the first match I had. The biggest difficulty I had was just shooting consistently with him. As I showed before, in the last 2 seasons, both with the Nuggets and the Lakers and half the season with the Cleveland Cavaliers, he shot under 30% from 3, so the game reflects this by giving him a less than average jump shot from 3-point range. And there was no way I was going to be able to score in the paint either. Being a shorter player in NBA 2K19, let alone just 5'9", would make it incredibly difficult. And also the fact that he had a 70 free throw rating for some reason. I just don't understand how you're able to score with Isaiah in this game. And this reflects his real life challenge. How is Isaiah supposed to contribute to a team when the things he does best, he's not great at them? He's less than average, he's ineffective. He can't score in the paint as he used to, he can't shoot well. If you're 5'9", you're not expecting him to play defense, so he can't switch definitely on any bigger players. He doesn't really have much worth in an NBA court, which really hurts to say because just 3 years ago, he was making such a statement for smaller or players of shorter stature. To be fair, I was terrible with his jump shot timing, so I bricked a whole lot of them of my own accord, but it's tough. And he joined a really good team on the Nuggets, so there weren't really many minutes to go around, but it was clear from the game shown he wasn't really having that much of a positive impact on the court. Okay, this video isn't going to be entirely negative. Despite everything I've said thus far, Isaiah Thomas still has a path to a future in this league. Despite how bad he's been doing, every single year he's averaged double-digit scoring, and he's still a problem to deal with both in the pick and roll and in transition, because I guess you still have to guard his pull-up 3 even though it's not been falling. He can still shoot from range, which counts for something. Another benefit is that he'll be now 2 years removed from his hip surgery. Hopefully that means that he'll be getting more into form, back in shape, and maybe he'll regain some of that explosiveness back that he had in 2017. People forget how good he was in that season. People forget that Isaiah Thomas has the Boston Celtics franchise record of 43 straight 20-point games, and in January of 2017 he averaged 33 points. Like, this man was unstoppable for almost that entire season. And there's another reason to be hopeful for IT. You don't ever really forget how to score. Even if your athleticism goes away, like, he still has the body control and the wherewithal and the knowledge of positioning to still always be an effective contributor. I would have loved it if he found a place where he could start, and maybe he'll get that opportunity with the Wizards while John Wall recovers from his Achilles injury, but I don't really see it. To be honest, I loved Isaiah Thomas, but when they were saying in 2017 how he was going to get a max deal, to be honest, I was like, I don't really see a single team in the league that's going to pay $30 million a year for a 28-year-old 5'9" scoring first point guard. In conclusion, I think this challenge ahead of him, going back to being a regular contributor to an NBA team, isn't anything new for Isaiah Thomas. He's had to overcome way much more just to get here in the NBA, so I'm sure he'll figure this out. He needs to improve his passing, he has to regain his shooting touch, and just become more of a leader on the court. I don't see him being a better defender, but hey, who knows? So if you watch to the end of this video, thank you so much, man. My channel has just been blowing up, you know, of course, relatively. Getting 188 subscribers isn't something I really imagined would be happening yet, but I'm just really happy, and it's so great, it's motivating, and it inspires me to make better content. So I hope you guys enjoy this, all my basketball fans that have been waiting on me for almost, 2 months. Thank you for sticking around, and make sure you tune into the next video. I'll have another one tomorrow, hopefully, and that'll be a good one, that'll be a banger. So as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and get ready for the next video. Thanks.